Thank you so much to Card Market for sponsoring today's video.
Hello everyone, Aetherdrift is here. That's right, it's time for early access. I'm sorry I haven't been posting in a while, but I was sick. A couple of weeks ago I went to Prague to cast the regional championships. It was so much fun. I got to cast with Simon Nielsen, one of the best players in the world, but I came back with the flu and I was just in bed all day, couldn't do nothing, but I'm finally back and I'm so excited to be invited for this early access. All these gems, they're not real, they're not mine, it's only for 24 hours. Me and other streamers get to test the new set, which is very exciting. So we do have a bunch of cool new cards from Aetherdrift, and one of the decks that I'm trying, the first one, is actually Goblins. I sell these on MTG Arena Zone. It is made for best of 3, but I'm going to be playing it in best of 1. And honestly, this is so exciting because I thought Goblins would be back with Foundations when I saw Krenko Mob Boss get reprinted, a 4-mana 3/3 that you can tap to create X1/1 Goblins, where X is the number of Goblins you control. But what Goblins really missed, it's something that gives your other Goblins aced, because if you do get aced to Krenko, then it taps immediately, creates immediately a bunch of 1/1s, and it's very difficult for your opponent to then deal with the amount of creatures that you have on the board. But there were some cards printed in Aetherdrift that really made a dent on that and made the set much better. So first of all, I have to talk about Start Your Engines. Start Your Engines, we have one drop here. We want to try to start our engines as soon as possible because we have several creatures with max speed. So they do something when you have max speed. Max speed is 4, and whenever a creature that has Start Your Engines enters, you turn your speed to 1, and then it increases only once each of your turns that an opponent lost life. So in your turns that your opponent lost life, you get to increase the speed 1 time. So you want to immediately on turn 1 have a Start Your Engine, so later on when you have other creatures that have max speed, they come and you already have the max speed going on. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but maybe I can compare it to a Shend, where you want to get it once, and then once you have it, you have it. Then we have 4 Greasewrench Goblins. It has another new mechanic, which is Exhaust. You can only activate each Exhaust mechanic 1 time. For 3 mana, you can discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards, and you put a +1/+1 on these creatures, so that works really well if you're flooded, for example. We have 4 Reckless Lackey. It's a 1 mana 1/2 Goblin, first strike aced. Aced is really important, and for 3 mana, you can sacrifice it to draw a card and create a treasure. 4 Draconautics Engineers. It's another Goblin, and this one has 2 Exhaust mechanics, so you can use one of these mechanics once. One of them is for 1 red, other creatures you control gain aced until the end of the turn, and you put a +1/+1 on this creature. And it has Exhaust 4. You create a 4/4 dinosaur dragon with flying, so pretty exciting card for just 2 mana. We have 3 Dragon Fodder. Just 2 mana, make 2 1/1 goblins, pretty simple. We have 4 of these Rundvelt Hordemasters. It gives your goblins +1/+1. That's the best part of it. And also, whenever these or another goblin you control dies, you exile the top card of your library. If it's a goblin, you may cast that card until the end of your next turn. So, gives you card advantage. It gives you +1/+1 to your goblins. That's exactly what you want to be doing. From Foundations, we have Searslicer Goblin, a 2 mana 2/1 with Raid. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, you create a 1/1 goblin creature. A lot of times they have 1 or 2 creatures that they are going to be blocking and killing your goblins, and you just keep making more. You just want to be attacking to, again, like, get your speed going. And then one of the creatures that actually rewards you for having max speed is the Howlsquad Heavy, a 3 mana 2/3 that has Start Your Engines. Other goblins you control have aced. So that works amazingly with Krenko, because Krenko can immediately enter and create a bunch of 1/1s. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, you create a 1/1 Goblin creature token. That token attacks this combat if able. And then if you have the max speed, you can tap it and add red for each goblin you control. So that can go crazy. You can then attack with all your goblins. If they block and you have something like the Hordemaster, you can try to see more goblins in your deck to play them. And you just have so much mana that it's insane. We also have 3 Dropkick Bombers, another new card as well. 2/3 other goblins you control get +1/+1, and you can pay red to until the end of your turn, another target goblin you control gains flying, and whenever this creature deals combat damage, sacrifice it. 4 lands, we are wearing 4 Soulstone Sanctuaries. That's basically goblins. 14 mountains and 4 Cavern of Souls that are always going to say goblins. This is not playing any removal, this is just full on trying to do your goblin stuff. This is very fun deck if you like playing decks of this kind, like goblins, angels, elves, whatever. I think this can be super strong right now. Let me know what you think in the comments, and let's see if this deck can actually be strong in Standard right now. We're against the one, the only, the empty Gym alone, and we are on the play. And let's start our engines like as soon as possible. That's the idea, you know? We start our engines, we go fast, furious. Malone doesn't even have time to react. Do I reveal immediately that I'm playing goblins? Yes. Let's be for real. Start engines. I didn't even put my emotes. What is that? Whenever these enter scry, tap to... Okay, they cannot crew it yet. And we will start with my Searslicer Goblin. We are going to get our engines going up. We are going to be making goblins all over the place. Look at that. Beautiful. Already engine number 2. 2 mana, 3/3. Okay, and they can crew it. So I will definitely lose something. Although... this does have mana, so I can always attack with it. And I get the raid going. Didn't get a land, which is rough. So what do I do? Do I do 2 goblins or do I do the engineer? I think I do the engineer first. I almost have the full engine going. Once I get the max speed, that's when it's going, you know? That's where it starts to go places. Didn't get the mana. I don't really have artifacts, so that's rough, I guess. Other creatures I control gain ace. And I put a +1/+1 here. Doesn't do much for me. Maybe I'll just do like this and pass. Oh, great. Actually, what if I do this? Yes, I'll lose Goblin, but I'll get the max engine. Maybe they will double block something. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll lose 1 because I make another one and I get my full speed, so this gets double strike. And also these can start giving me mana. Whenever it is, I have the mana for it, I guess. I do need to get there, though. I can just double block it, right? Because why not? Okay, I can give my goblins +1/+1, that's nice. So this does have double strike. I could just attack with it. I think I killed a spider. I don't know why it would tell me to do the damage like that. Doesn't make too much sense. But okay. Ah, there is my land that I needed. So this is discard a card, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter. What is this Chandra? Ooh, it's new. You may sacrifice an artifact or discard a card. If you draw a card. Okay, that's fair. Ooh, the -7 is rough though. Okay, so they give this ace, I guess. Doesn't matter. Okay, so let's say Goblin. let's start go for this. We have the max speed already, so once these end taps, they're basically pretty much doomed. I think we have to attack Chandra. Not the biggest fan of Chandra, but might as well. We make a 2-2. Okay, so next turn, if I do... Ooh, Krenko. Ooh. Oh my god. Okay, if these heavy survives, we are up for some good turns, you know? Because we do have the max speed. So, I can play this one, and then they see each other. They both have aced. Ooh. I don't like Portal to Phyrexia. What's that? Ah! What does that do? Okay, at least I can choose, right? Could be worse. Still not great. Of your upkeep. At least it's of your upkeep.
Go, go, go!
I mean, sure. So, we will have a lot of mana, that's for sure. Let me do a Krenko first. So this gives me 5. But I guess if I do it like this first, maybe it's better. Okay, so if I do this now, this gives me 10 mana. I do another one. I do another one. I do this. I do another one. And I do this. Wait, I have an idea. I do this. Come on, give me mana. I do this. I don't know why this is full control. Maybe I need to take it off. I do another one. I give flying. I create 2 tokens. I attack with everything face, and Matt is for Malones. Not for me, just for Malones. Not even Portal to Phyrexia can stop us, but that was a cool Portal to Phyrexia just on turn 5. I think that should do it. Oh, that definitely will do it. That's how we destroy Malone. Let's go. Opponent goes first, but I think that's fine. We have a 1-drop, which is nice. Let's start with this one so we can start our engines and try to get a max speed. Fear of missing out, okay. I mean, I love me some Rakdos, so not mad about it. Let's do this, say Goblin. And not much I can get here yet. Next turn we can do this one, which does give Ace, which works really well with Krenko, but... What is that? It's a new one. Oh, I also have it. What? Wait a second. Other creatures you control gain Ace, put a +1/+1 on this creature. And these... Oh wow. Well, maybe I should just block there. Let me just read more about Exhaust. So, Exhaust activate only once. Okay, at least they can only activate it once. Thankfully. So next turn I can Krenko and give it haste, which is nice. So hopefully they don't remove anything that I have. Okay, another fear of missing out. Do they have another one of these? This card is cool though, that's pretty aggressive. Okay, so let's Krenko. And while I attack, I activate the Krenko. And now things will start getting more complicated with the Hordemaster making my goblins bigger. The Blood Spinner has nothing against the amount of goblins that I'm about to put on the board. So they have Tyvar, they have another Afterburner Expert. Okay, so we can do that. Activate Krenko. I feel like that should be quite a lot. 8, 12, 13. Yeah, I think this is enough because it's times 2. I can give +1/+1, +1/+0 to this creature, which is also pretty good. And I don't know if they can compete with this because it's a lot of aggression, you know? Okay, let's activate this ability. Say good game. And let the goblins make all the work, baby! Let's go! So unfortunately we're on the draw. We do have the Cavern of Souls and we do have ways to make goblins. Unfortunately no turn 1 play, but I guess that's fine. Ooh. So let's play this so they don't know that I'm playing goblins. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, put that many +1/+1 counters on this creature. Very cool. So let's say goblins now, and I mean we can start maybe with the Searslicer Goblin, because why not? Unfortunately we cannot cast the Dragon Fodder because we don't have the red mana, but next turn we could do the Dropkick Bomber, which is nice. Okay, so they have the fear of missing out, so they put +1/+1 here and here as well. That's quite aggressive, but what can we do? So let's start my engines. So these at least will activate my raid here. So I'll make another one, which is nice. And when we get the max speed, we can add 1 mana, red mana, for each goblin I control, which is nice. Unfortunately, this is going to be very aggressive there. But what can we do? Should I just champ block? Maybe I should, because it's a lot of damage in the air. So let's say goblin here, and we can... I can do double spell. Until the end of the turn, another goblin gains flying, and whenever this creature does combat damage, sacrifices. So I can give flying eventually to a goblin. But I think I'm better doing a double spell this turn. Not too bad. This flyer is an issue. Good thing that this can get something flyer, another goblin. Okay, so that's just going to replace basically. But if they get the FOMO to be active, I'm in deep trouble. Okay, not yet. That's good. Okay, I guess they want to make a 2/2 there. Can just jump like this. Can I eventually kill them? Because that would also be nice. Ooh, I have Krenko, but... I mean, other goblins get +1/+1, but I don't have aced. Other goblins you control get aced, so I can give Krenko aced, which is nice. Can also play this. I don't know if it's enough, but maybe. Math is for blockers, right? So if I do this and then attack with everything. I like the thing with the start your engines. I think it's pretty cool. But I just want to say that, like, a lot of things going around. But, I mean, the Krenko getting aced is pretty solid, not going to lie. Pretty good, GG. Opponent goes first, which is not great. We really want to be on the play with this deck, but it is what it is. We have goblins, you know, so we'll try. Don't have a turn 1 play, but that's fine. I do have like 12 1-mana goblins. There's one right there. But yeah, let's just go for the Searslicer, and then we have the Heavy, I guess, which is pretty good. Oh, they also give me one. Nice. Not that I can do much with it, but... So yeah, at least if I can get these to attack as soon as possible, I start the raid as well, start my engines. Hopefully get max speed eventually. This gives ace to my other goblins, so Krenko could already have aced if I can get another land. Okay. Kinda scary, but what can we do? I'll just replace it. So obviously my Krenko does have ace, which is nice, so I can use this whenever. And then we can start giving my goblins +1/+1, and that should be it. Sure, I'll sack one of my 5,000 goblins. What is that? Okay, so they destroy my Krenko, which, fair enough. So I definitely want to give my goblins +1/+1. They do have these that they can crew. It's a 4/3. So if I attack with everything and they block a 3/1, they take 3 plus 3, 6. Okay, these ones. A math is for blockers, right? It should be. Math is for blockers, right? When you're playing goblins, you just, you know, you just deal damage. And you hope that it's enough, and usually, you know what, it is on the draw, but it does not matter. Let's go. We go first, so those are good news. We can keep it, and we have even a little goblin that we can play on turn 1. I love the Searslicer Goblin as well, like such a cool card. They're also playing red. How dare you. So I want to say Goblin, and I actually play these ones first so I can try to attack with them and then get the Searslicer Goblin advantage. So they're also playing Goblins, which I guess that's nice for me. We can start our engines, which is nice as well. We attack with both. So this is also nice. Whenever one or more opponents lose life during your turn, if your speed is less than 4, you increase it by 1. And this only triggers once a turn, so we can start getting our engines faster. So we can try to get max speed as soon as possible. Ooh, Krenko is so good. It's definitely... something that I want to do, but... let's hope they don't remove it. They have the cool arts as well, and I'm kind of jealous because they can give their goblins +1/+1 and I cannot do yet that. But yeah, at least I already have the Krenko, so that it can start going kind of wild. We don't have the max speed yet, but we're almost there. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I'll take it, actually. So I can exhaust things, but... so I want to attack with stuff so I can get my engine to get bigger, but I'm also a bit scared of it. I think I actually don't gain anything by attacking, I'm just going to pass. So I can do this so that it becomes a 3/3. So then this doesn't kill it. And if they want, they have to use more removal there. Yep, that's not ideal, but it is what it is. To not give them the max speed, I might just block this one. I don't know. Okay, that's good. They didn't get much. So another Searslicer Goblin, which is nice. Now attacking with one creature gives me 2, so I want to attack. I need to give my goblins +1/+1 and then I'll be nice, but... ooh, that's a good one as well. I can just start blocking multiple goblins. I think I should. 1, 2, 3. They'll start getting free goblins, unfortunately, from the Hordemasters, but only if they get it on the top of the library, I guess. Okay. Another one, that's nice. Let me play it first. Now let me actually increase the speed, so let me attack like with... honestly, I can start attacking with every goblin. Because I'll make 2 more and then I have 27 that cannot attack yet. So yeah, some will die in vain, but not all. And as soon as I have +1/+1 to my goblins, I'll be super fine. So again, like, some goblins will die, but... actually, I had lethal. I just needed to attack with everything. I didn't even realize I have so much goblins. That was such a miss on my side. I was like, I don't have enough. I actually would have enough, but that's okay. Okay. So let's make 3 more goblins. Not even 2, 3 more goblins. So I have 30 goblins. That's fine. That's fine. Like, I just have so many blockers, doesn't matter. So... we could just go wide. I don't even have to care. Oh my god. There are so many goblins everywhere. What is happening? Did I already block Squee? Maybe. Okay. It's like, I don't even care. Like, it just doesn't matter for me. I'll just attack with so many. And like, that's when Krenko is MVP. And look at this board. If I had +1/+1 to my goblins, this would have just been insane. So yeah, let's do this. Create 30 more goblins, I guess. Attack with everything, and that should be it. They had big goblins, but I had a lot of goblins. And a lot of goblins was better. Krenko MVP. So I go first. Unfortunately, I don't have much. Like, I don't have a turn 1 play, but I'm satisfied with this. It does have potential with the Engineer and the Heavy and Krenko. I don't know. Okay. I think this is the third time that I'm going against this person. Which feels bad. I sorry. By the way, yeah, I think there's people from the Pro Tour that are like testing for real, but I'm not in rank, so I shouldn't be going against those people. But maybe some of them also just want to play not competitive, you know? But yeah, I think this is one of the people that are from the Pro Tour. Just as a fun fact. So maybe actually I haven't gone with the same person multiple times. I just see Pro Tour from like being Pro Tour competitors. So what did they take? Yeah, that one makes sense. I don't want to tell them that I have the Hordemaster yet. So I'll just play the Engineer that they know that I have. Unfortunately, I doubt my Krenko will last for long, but, you know. That's life. Would love to top deck another Heavy, because that card is so good, but what can we do? Okay, so they have the Bronco. Do I play another one, or...? Let's attack with both. No, I can't. Just attack with this one. And I can exhaust it. Probably I will. Do more damage. I want to only play Krenko when I have 5 mana, so I can exhaust this, give haste to Krenko maybe. Maybe I'll just play it. I'll take the damage from the Bronco. Yeah, that's fine. So they're probably playing some reanimation deck. Yep. Probably. Can't attack or block unless there are 7 or more cards in exile. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from the graveyard. Okay. Sure is going to be a bit difficult to deal with. Ooh, we do have the Heavy though. So we can start our engines. They might have cut down. Which I'm not very excited about, to be honest. Yep, they do have cut down. I mean, I can do this, doesn't do much. Gives +1/+1 to my engineers. And I guess I'll attack for 6. So I can make them 4/4s, but that doesn't really deal with Shieldred, does it? Unless they want to attack with the Bronco and saddle Shieldred. Ooh, there. Okay, that didn't get them far, but that's aggressive, you know? So I can make a 4/4. Or I can just do this. It has aced. Give it +1/+1. So that's not enough yet. I'm 1 off, and then Shieldred, of course, will start gaining life as well, which is not great, but it is what it is. I do feel like they probably don't feel too comfortable to attack with Shieldred in this case. With Bronco, I mean. So maybe they just keep some blockers. Who knows? The thing is that if they start drawing cards, I'm in trouble. Because of Shieldred, we know that card can go crazy. If I get a land, I can use the Sanctuary. Let's see what they have. Kai is pretty good. So what do they get with Kai? I create a 1/1, sure. So they do one blocker, basically. Is that enough? I mean, it is, depending on what I draw, I guess. That's one more attacker, but I don't think it's enough. Dragon doesn't get aced. And this gets... Guess this is enough, actually. Because it's one more creature that they cannot block, so... I attack with everything. That should be exactly 3 damage. So they attack with 3 creatures and I deal 3. Beating Pro Tour competitors since 1994. That's it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up. And yeah, I'm back. Love to hear what you would like to see me play from Aetherdrift. It's a new set. Start your engines. Let me know if you like these kind of shenanigans. I'm actually liking the set more than I thought I would, so I'm getting quite excited. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.